Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Alright, let's see if it works this time. Alright, everyone. Well, after some great sessions of Stellaris, I'm about 60 hours in of playing time. This game I've probably played about, I don't know, 20, 25 hours. I've just hit 2300, the year 2300, which is supposedly the beginning of the mid-game. After a bunch of Stellaris campaigns, including this one, I never fought any other empires because it wasn't ready for war. They weren't ready for war. It's much more complicated, obviously, than older 4X games or even Civ, where you can just attack someone. You need to make claims, and then they make claims, and then it gets hostile, and then you declare war. All that sort of stuff. And of course, as things work in hold on, let me put my other earphones in. And of course, as it happens, you end up in multiple wars at once. So this is me down here, the Alari Nation. Now, up until the campaign last night, my empire ended up right around here, where these ships from the League of Aku I have a non-aggression pact with are exploring. This whole northern element here was part of the Hasplav Star Dynasty. Now, what happened was the following. These three nations that are keeping me blocked from the rest of the galaxy, the Star Dynasty, the Technocracy, and the Alliance, none of them particularly liked me. Slowly, the Gagasi Technocracy started to make overtures towards me. I realized later that it probably had something to do not just with my building power, but that between my Kessel system and base here, my Krennic system and base here, remember I didn't control up here, those two alone, and then my Tyrell base here, I literally controlled all three entrances into my star system. And so they were like, well, if we're going to expand, we're not going to be able to go that way. Why don't we go against the Tial Alliance, who maybe was a little bit weaker? Now, me wanting to just play war in this game, as soon as Gagasi said, hey, do you want to join the war against Tial? I said, sure, why not? Let's do it. Not realizing that I was then subject to terms of war later, like suing for peace or making other demands, as a secondary player that I wouldn't have control over, which is annoying. Like, I couldn't break my war pact with Gagasi. And we started fighting the war. I hadn't fully understood the claim system yet. I think I do now, or at least more so. Let me just get chat on my screen here. And so I realized I was fighting the war for them. I was destroying TL Alliance fleets and bases and systems, and then Gagasi was taking them over. So that kind of sucked. But then, seeing that I was devoting all my forces down there, the Hasplav Star Dynasty up here said, fuck that, we're going to go after you. So then I was going to have war on two fronts. So I figured, well, even though I'm not getting any systems out of this war with the Gagasis, I am getting their goodwill, and it seems like they have it under control, even without me. Well, as soon as I started moving back towards the Hasplav Star Dynasty, the TL Alliance started fighting back hard, pushing the Gagasi Technocracy out to the point where Gagasi gained a little bit of territory here in this little tiny pocket here that I don't think is going to last long, although they do have a peace. And then now I had a war on two fronts. Now, to Gagasi's credit, at least, they were able to, keep the TLs busy enough that they weren't invading my territory, which they easily could have. Because even though I have this Tyrell base here and my starting base Sol here, there's still some routes in the middle that they could have come after me. But they were too busy defending their own territory. But I couldn't force them to... I couldn't force these two sides into a peace because I was a secondary player. And I found no option of either trying to force Gagasi into peace, telling Tial I was leaving the Gagasi Alliance. So I just said, I hope we don't get too war-weary, which is a thing also that I'm learning about, down here while I was fighting the Hasplavs up here. Well, the good news was they did eventually sue for peace, and then I was sort of forced into a peace with the TLs. And luckily that peace treaty or non-aggression pact is over, so they can't keep coming into my space, which was really pissing me off about them. Now, here's what happened. So I had 2.0.1. There's currently been out since the new 2.0.2 version. A couple things I need to mention. A, I specifically have not downloaded and installed the Apocalypse expansion, which was the main new expansion edition in addition to just having a 2.0. Partially because, you know, I'm kind of sick of the idea of Death Stars. I mean, we've had Death Stars or Starkiller Base in 3 of the Star Wars movies. We also have the Death Star building being a major part of Rogue One and Star Wars Rebels. It was even, you know, we see it at the end of the Star Wars prequels, and we've seen it in Star Trek movies. The idea of, you know, the super mega colossus titanic death station blowing up planets, while cool, I didn't want to have to worry about in my first major campaign or two, and I also didn't want my rival nations to get them only to build up an awesome fleet and have them decimate my planets. I want to focus on learning the basics, mixing up fleets, building cool ships, defending planets, finding choke points, and so forth. And so I didn't really pay attention to the patch, even though they kept talking about the patch. Now, it's pretty easy to opt into these patches. You do it through Steam. I didn't know that before because I've never played a game this long. The only other game on Steam, strategy-wise, that I put tons of time into is Civilization 5, but that I bought the entire Civ 5 packages. That game's been out for years, and so it's perfectly patched. You know, it has a million expansions, DLCs. I basically got, you know, $200 worth of Civ for about $15, $20, which is great, and I want to go back to that game soon. But there were some bugs before the current beta patch, and I had one of the guys from, I think, Europe, who's been watching me late night, came on last night while I was at war, and he was pointing out some things to watch out for, and I was actually making good inroads. Like, you have to realize, see Krennic Station right here? I wish I could do like a select. So this is them. You know, they still technically control this planet in this little island, and I can't do anything about it because of a non-aggression pact. This was me. So my borders ended here. What's great about this, though, is that I have time before our non-aggression pact. Now, they're already making claims for my planets. And I now have a huge energy deficit that I didn't have before I installed the patch. So I assume that there was the patch corrected some of the things I've been talking about, which is mineral production always seems low. And so I'm getting tons of minerals now after the patch. And my energy, I've never had minus 66 energy. My upkeep has gone way up. So I now have a handful of years. Let me see. Let me see when my treaty ends. Alright. Sorry. We have a truce till 2308. It's currently 2301. So I have 7 years to do the following. First of all, maintain good relations with the Gagassis. Even though they screwed me over, they didn't really screw me over. I screwed myself over because I didn't know how war and war alliances worked. And I'm assuming TL and Gagassi are still going to have issues with each other. So hopefully these two will sort of keep fighting and not bother me too much. I do want to get some defenses, you know, because this doesn't go anywhere. So Seoul and Tyrell blocks everything but these two entrances here. So I'm currently colonizing Trappist right on the border, and I'm going to defend that, although I have to worry about my energy. And then my one weak point will be if they come from Delcor to Ejok to here to... So Fahantris, which is... or wait, maybe am I settling Fahantris? I can't remember. Hold on one sec. No, because Fahantris doesn't have any good planets. They have tons of resources. Yeah. So, basically, I need to get Trappist defended. That's getting colonized. And then the easiest would be to then colonize Yggdrasil. I really wish Yggdrasil was the place I could colonize, because that would block off all their routes. But even so, they still would only have one route into my system, and it's another good world up here. And I'd have enough ships down here between the 3 bases, plus this colony here, Fuei. Yeah, so there's no way they're getting into my inner core systems. They can cause some trouble here, but I don't think they have too much to worry about with themselves. I'm curious about what is over here. This is an interesting little outer part of the ring. So I am going to have to deal with the Hosplavs again. They're still making claims. They want to get their people back. Now, interestingly, I forgot to mention what happened. So what happened was, I was making gains. Now, invading and bombarding planets was way harder than I was expecting. And I think that's why they invented the Apocalypse expansion. Because even in what this is called a small galaxy with 300 stars, it takes a long time to get rid of all the armies and all the bases in the system, and then invade the planets to really make them your own. Now you can control that system and just have enemy people on the planet, try and entice them into your empire, try and submit the whole empire, which is sort of my plan. So I was making good progress. It was taking a while. So I started building armies. I went from having no offensive ground forces to having a transport fleet, which I'm going to rename transport fleet, with 12 ships, which is actually not nearly as much power as you need. Because I haven't been stressing ground forces, because I'd heard in a new expansion that ground forces were not so important. Well, they're still important, especially with Apocalypse not being part of what I have. I can't have any Death Stars. They are important, so I'm going to need to start boosting those stats at some point. I also have been getting civic points because I've been doing gene modification essentially and other evolutionary research. I'm not always clear about how to spend those points. So for now, I'm just going to ignore them. And my upkeep is now ridiculous. 200 of my upkeep, which is, most of my upkeep, is station upkeep and starbase upkeep. So I need to figure out how to lower station starbase upkeep. My ship upkeep isn't terrible at the moment because I have them docked. But as soon as they leave, that's more energy. So luckily, I've researched some new energy upgrades for the planets. I'm going to need to start outfitting my star bases with energy production. And most of all, let's rename this fleet. What's a good ground invasion fleet? Well, Starship Troopers is the most famous. So we'll call it the Heinlein maneuver, which, like the Heimlich maneuver. The Heinlein maneuver invasion fleet. Oh, too long. We'll just call it the Heinlein invasion fleet. To Robert Heinlein. Alright, so that's them. Still barely fits. I do have a general. He is young and inexperienced, and I can't use him. So, to wrap this up and then we'll get moving, there's 3 kinds of pieces, essentially. You either surrender, you try and force the other people to surrender, or you have a white piece, which is like a status quo, which is like, what happens in with Israel and the Arab countries all the time. One country gains land, one country loses land, they get war weary, and they have a very uneasy peace where they draw the line, and that's what happened. It could have been way worse. In fact, my fleets, not only did my fleets not get decimated, because of the experience they got, and because I was forced to build more ships, I didn't lose that many ships, and my 2 fleets, while not as powerful as I would like right now, I can get up to 110 ship units, like destroyers count as 2, cruisers count as 3, battleships count as 4, etc. I can go much higher with those, but I still have experienced admirals. Howard Warmer is a 6 out of 5. I don't know how that's possible. Cadence Allen's a 6 out of 5. I must have lost the ability. That must have been nerfed as well. So I don't know what a 6 out of 5 means. But they're great admirals. And I've actually been building some pretty decent mixtures of ships and using kind of the right weapons. But I'm going to show you really quickly the weapons I should be researching that I haven't been, which are the kinetic weapons. So I go to technology, and I go to researched, and I go to engineering. The kinetic weapon damage is great. Flak battery, kinetic artillery. So I want to start creating some new ships with kinetic artillery and kinetic weapons. The Gauss cannon, the coil guns, which I have been using, are supposedly really good. I have those on destroyers. My destroyers are really, really good. To the point where I mostly want corvettes to just cause distractions and be like flies in the, faces of my enemies while the destroyers and cruisers come through. There's some debate about whether sort of 3-segment cruisers or the biggest ship that I'm aware of, the 4-segment Battlestars, are better based on, like cost to effectiveness ratio. Everyone agrees that it's all about having a mixture. So right now I'm mostly going to try and get some more cruisers and upgrade my destroyers with some new weapons. Hopefully I won't have to scrap any old ships. In the meantime, I don't think I will. They'll just die in battle. I'm already increasing energy weapon, attack speed, etc., etc., etc. What are my other options here? Plasma thrower, high energy plasma, disruptor, energy weapon, plasma, energy weapon. Okay, so still not totally sure the difference between kinetic and energy weapons, but that's fine. So what was I? Shield hit points is a lot. Colony development speed. I'm going to switch to colony development speed actually, because it'll research much quicker, and I'm about to colonize a bunch of planets. Because the star bases are costing me tons of money, so I think one of the adjustments I think that they made was to try to encourage us to colonize planets and not just make star bases, which is a smart move to make. Okay. My society, which is my weakest research element, has had to do a lot of special projects like gene modification and societal changes. And in order to keep one of my bigger factions, the Institute of United Scientists, happy, I've been trying to do some sort of pure research work. And so I've been researching these resources. Now, these are called strategic resources, and these do fun things for you. Although I only have 2 that are active at the time. Engineering, kinetic, let's see what we got here. Kinetic attack speed. So battleships I've avoided altogether. Robots I've been doing some dabbling in. Space torpedoes. I've already invested so much in missiles and other weapons, it's not worth it. Battleship, not interested. Okay, autocannon. An autocannon is a kinetic weapon. Okay. Flak cannon. Flak cannon is a kinetic point defense weapon. Now, point defense is great because they defend the ships against missiles and other ships. So flak cannon is one I probably want to get. Kinetic attack speed is still 103 months away. I can upgrade my flak cannons, which I haven't started selling, in 9 months. So that is where I'm going to go there. I'm going to try and just catch up on research that costs fewer months. I'm basically trying to consolidate before the next big battle, which I'm sure is coming. I need to get that energy up. Let me start running here. I need to get the energy up, and I need to start trying to protect this border. These 2 little islands here. This actually belongs to me, I think. Who's here? Unclaimed system? Okay. So this I can easily get. So let's see how much... energy this expends to move my fleet. So I'm going to move these guys here. And immediately... energy consumption goes up. So this is Beltris. I actually did take over, and somehow between the installation before the patch and after the patch, now all of a sudden these guys actually want to work for me. But they're migrating, so it doesn't matter. They're leaving. I don't care. They can leave. I'm not going to make a big deal over 3 alien species that don't even want to be a part of my planet. Alright. Inactive buildings. So I need to send a colonist here, but I have no colonists. And I don't feel like necessarily colonizing this planet because there's not a whole lot going on here. So I'm going to, in the meantime, what is this? A ship shelter. I'm just going to go ahead and deactivate that. And I can't purge them, so whatever. That'll just be a planet that I have with nobody on it. I need to get that energy going. Luckily, my mineral production is spectacular, and I got all these new planets, and there's a lot of energy here. So I'm going to prioritize getting energy research stations in these planets. Part of the other reason my energy credit consumption went way up was because all of their star bases that were in the area that I had essentially either conquered or, had made a claim to. Who are these people?
Construction complete.
The problem is I can't keep them out of my system while we have a non-aggression pact. And they're waiting with a transport fleet, a neutral fleet. They're definitely waiting to attack, but I'm going to be ready. But I need to get my energy up, and I still have 8 years, which is a lot in this game. And my shipbuilding speed is pretty fast. So, between my base on Baltris and Krennic, I feel pretty good I'll be able to get ships up here to keep them away from me. And if they want to battle, well, look at the size of my empire and theirs. There's no way they're going to be able to generate what I'm generating. In the Neutral League of Ak, they're always causing problems. Let's take a quick look at contacts. It says everyone is equivalent or superior to me, so I did lose some grounds. But when it comes to fleet power or technology, the only thing everyone's superior to me is naval capacity, but not their fleet power. So I'm not concerned. So I'd like to build more ships, get some more technology, but, my naval capacity is 149, but I'm only using half of it, so who freaking cares? And as I colonize new planets, things will be great. Alright, so here's a ship. And we're going to get that energy going. So we're going to take a construction ship, and we're going to go here. Why can't I build a mining station? Ship is already... Oh, it's already performing that order. So why does it say it's not doing anything? Selected the wrong ship. Okay. Alright, so let's see. How do I want to do this? How do I want to move my ships around? There's definitely more minerals than energy. No question about that. Why don't I move him here? And then, by then I'll have gotten rid of the pirates and I can take care of that station. In the meantime, let me show you my planets. So I'm building Fuei Prime. Here's Floki. What's going on here? Construction project? What does the orange mean?
Aliens have signed a federal cooperation treaty.
The Bethrazoid Zeppa Dragons. Okay, they're on a different side of the galaxy, so I'm not concerned. The orange is usually the happy. I think that means they're really happy. It means they're really happy. So we're building a power plant there. Before we start upgrading other buildings. So I'm going to do a short session now. It's pretty early my time on the East Coast. Then I'm going to go grab a coffee bagel. And then I'll come back and do a little bit more before I go to work. I'm going to be streaming all week. I'm totally prepared to burn out on this game after a 100-hour campaign and then take a break for a while and then come back in a week or two and do Apocalypse. But first of all, I want to see this to the logical conclusion. And I just got a bunch more territory and possible planets than I thought I was going to. And I still don't know if I mentioned this, so they forced me into a white piece. There was a bug, according to one of the guys who was on, I forget his name right now. He said, yeah, one of the bugs is they'll sometimes force you into a white piece, which is basically halt hostilities for 10 years and keep whatever you've gotten or lose whatever you've lost in the meantime. So it actually worked out for me okay. Gives us both time to recoup our losses and go at it again. But I've got a much better situation right now than he does. So just for one more look, well, we'll take a look at the galaxy in a second. I am losing food, but I specifically increased food production and storage ability earlier for this exact situation. Energy, though, 77 a month, not a great situation. So Krennic Prime, we're going to upgrade the energy grid to an energy nexus. So that's great. Then Corellian Prime. There's food. Alright, let's drop a power plant here. Yeah, nice to get some Betharian stone so I could start getting super crazy energy. But whatever. Build a power plant. Energy grids are nice because you also get unity and energy credits plus 10 for the planet. So that's what we're going to save up for. We'll wait one more turn, which is about to happen, and then we're going to build an energy grid. There we go.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
All right. 2. So everyone's making pacts with each other. I don't care. I've got the most territory of anybody in the galaxy, and if I can take these bastards out, I have a pact with Ak in the meantime. Then I'll go after. I'm not sure who I'll go afterwards. I don't know how this endgame plays out. Oh, Zeus a 109. Thanks, man. Or Zeus, Sheus. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Welcome to the chat, and I appreciate your donation. Just explaining my situation here. Around 2301. Got some new research options. All right, so I got a new resource, strategic resource, Pytharian dust. What does Pytharian dust do? 10% food output. Now I'm in the positive. Boom, giddy up. Great way to start the day. All right, starbase capacity, not a concern right now. Fleet command limit, also not a concern right now. Plus starbase capacity plus 2. So why the hell would I do plus 1? I'm going to get plus 2 for cheaper. Come on, game. Come on, game. Energy capacity. Terraform inhabited planets. That's useful for the planet I just captured. Habitability modification. Not too bad. We got plenty of planets, so I'm going to go starbase capacity plus 2. Alright. Flak artillery. Point defense, kinetic. That's exactly where I'm going right now. Explosive damage would be great. Now here, I do have a legendary that popped up here. 20,000 mineral storage. Again, I'm nowhere near that. But what's megastructure? Allows us to repair ruined megastructures. Well, hopefully that won't go away. But I don't have the time for that right now. And flak artillery, I think, is... Let's see. Yeah, autocannon. Yeah, I'll go for flak artillery. Let's go for flak artillery. Alright. Let's keep moving here. Let's go to fast. So for you guys out there, if you haven't seen me play before, I like to play on fast or fastest. And then do pauses if I have sort of if I have more than 1 or 2 decisions to make, or a really important decision. I'll go for the pause. Let's close my shipyards menu for now so I can see. And I can even close my military for now because they're not going anywhere. So there's my construction ship. So I've been avoiding this area, but I can avoid no longer. So let us go here and build a star base. Everyone else seems to be doing just fine. I'm not going to go and start, researching
Construction complete.
far-flung territories. Tier Alliance was given association status. Not sure what that is, but everyone seems to be making buddy-buddy. So you know what? Before I keep going here, let's see if there's anyone here I'd like to make buddy-buddy with. We do have a truce with Gagassis. They kind of screwed us with the previous wars. They don't really want I don't know why you don't like us. We got you. We saved you in that war, dog. Tribute. Alright. No need for that. League of Ak. We do have a good relationship with them. In a world so vast where entire civilizations are like single threads in a weave. Alright, here. Offer trade deal. Non-aggression pact. Guarantee independence. No, no, they don't want any of that. Let's offer a trade deal. Let us offer a trade deal. So we're going to offer... I think they have information. Yeah, I want a little bit of that. And in exchange, I will give you food. This probably is not something they care about. Nope, they don't care about food. Okay. How about a research agreement? And food. Nope. Not happening. Alright. What about just research for research? Alright. In addition to some research... Wow. They really don't want food. I'm a little worried about energy credits, but I still can... I can spare a little bit. Wow, they really do not want to do any trading. Interesting. Okay, well, screw that. Man, these alien races are tough. They're giving me no reason to want... to do anything here. Now, one thing I don't know is whether I should disable my invasion fleet, but I think I'm going to hold on to that for now.
Inbound message traffic.
Alright, Federation Association offer. Offer of association. Compact. Sure. I need all the friends I can get. Apparently they're trying to bring everyone into their little world. Alright, here we go. Upgrading that energy. Upgrading that research. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Do a little bit of that. Alright, construction ship ready for some more duties. Let's see, Baxum. Do I want anything on Baxum? You know what I want on Baxum? Energy. Trading hub. Requires a colonized planet or a trader enclave, so that's not going to happen. Don't need a shipyard. Yeah, don't need any of that. Oh, interesting. What is this? Hey, science ship, who's not doing anything? Why don't you come research this project? And you will be going here, and you will be building a mining station. Alright. Man, I hope that guy got my thank you.
Engaging enemy station.
What? Oh, this is the pirates? Yeah, this is not going to go well for them. Alright. Got some good resources. Now please go home. Please, please, please go home.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Did they now? Colony development speed. Sweet. Ooh, energy credits +5. Still gonna take a while to get there. FCL inhibitors, probably they used it on me. I could put that on star bases. Yeah, gotta do it. Alright, let's see what's going on these other
Construction
planets.
complete. Construction complete.
Alright. Mm-hmm. Yep. As they say. Food production is fine. These planets are, Oh, sweet. Okay. Alright, why don't I clear this tile? Because that would be a good one to have. Alpha Centauri. Beautiful. Are you really planning on invading? What happens if I send my ship after you? I can't believe you're actually doing this. What are you, reinforcing your fleet? This is BS. This is some BIS. Ah, nice. Haha. Good, finally. I'm watching you, dog. If you try anything...
Construction complete.
I'm insulting. That's right. I just insulted your ugly face. It's not that ugly, but your face is. Alright, let's see. Construction ship. Get some energy. There we go. What, now you want a rivalry? Oh my god. Well, that's gonna help my my influence. Okay.
Inbound message traffic.
Yes, defensive pact. Mm-hmm. But don't try and drag me into... If you want to fight the Hosplavs, let's do it. I still have to wait, though. Why are the Tials allowed?
Construction complete.
Get out of my systems. Get out of my systems. Okay, so around 2306 I can. Fine. Unbelievable. The Azella system? That's right, I need to I gotta get new choke points. I'm now exposed up there. Okay, whatever. Still need more energy. Let's see here. There is a planet here. Does that mean I can, Yes. Yes. Alright. Ay. Man. Okay, I get it.
Inbound message traffic.
Surokabekta.
If I can get you under my control. You know, I don't really want to do this, but I'm just curious to see where this goes. So. Alright. New traditions. You can go back here. Star-based influence. Tradition cost. New life. One additional population. Kind of like that. So I got some colonies coming. Form federation. Habitability. Unity. Governor level. Opinion. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. So I need to get that upkeep cost down. Thanks again, man, if you're there. Appreciate the donation.
Construction complete.
Alright. Alright, so you are going here. You are gonna go build. Alright, so I need to get some star bases. So for now, nothing. Alright. That's what you want. That's what you're gonna get. Wait. What? Alright. What else do we have?
Battle
out
debris
there?
secured.
Okay. Why don't we send you... Ooh, do I have more stuff over here? Yeah, let me get you going towards this way.
Construction complete.
Alright. Do we have any researches? Sure. Well, we can go research that project.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough. Construction complete.
Alright, energy weapon attack speed, hit points. Dark matter, physics research? Oh, hell yeah. Pirate fleet? Please. Alright, dude, you don't know what you're up against here, man. Is there an easy way to get rid of all these? No. Because that's getting a star base. Here we go. What are you doing, man?
Field engineers have cleared a blocker.
Alright, next to get a station will be here. Is there a planet here? Can't do that, but still get a star base. I'm gonna need to increase those star bases very soon. Alright. So you're just gonna wait here. Actually, while you're here, keep that energy flowing. Unemployed pops. Okay. Who's unemployed? Ah. Is this the planet that's gonna, there's the military academy. There's the energy grid. Alright, more energy. More energy! Unity would be nice. What's the one with energy and unity? Ooh, planet shield generator? Energy and unity. Energy and unity. Where are you?
Construction complete.
Alright, where are you? There you are.
Our pioneers have made planetfall.
Boom. That's what we call a colony, people.
Construction complete.
I gotta take a screenshot. It's my first donation. Alright. You know what I want? Energy. Alright, so we got a starport coming here. We got a starport coming here. People are happy. People are happy. I can't blame them. I'm doing a bang up job. I'm doing a great job. What can I say? All right. Alright, do a little bit more of this. I'm gonna go get a quick bagel and cafe. Once I destroy these pirate asshats. Hey, you can't do anything. Let me check something here. Let me just check something. Alright guys, time for a short break. I will be back in a jiffy.